One, welcome to Yota Online. My name is Lisa and my radio call sign is Papa Alpha to Lima Sierra. I'm glad that you're joining the very first edition of the newest youngsters on the area event, Yota Online. A special welcome to all of you, especially to all young radio amateurs, but also young people who haven't had a radio license yet, and also to everyone else. This event is open to all of you. In this session, you will get the chance to learn more about amateur radio, but also about youth in amateur radio and about contesting. Here you see a picture of the latest Yota summer camp, which took place last August in Bulgaria. About 80 young participants from about 30 countries took part. They took part in all kinds of amateur radio events, like kit building, ARDF, but the most important thing is that we all have the age up to 26 years. Yota is having all kinds of events, especially for many young radio amateurs. Next to organizing all the events we're doing, we also have a so-called train-the-trainer program, where we engage young people and youth coordinators to build a youth program in his or her own country, and also to promote the events, so also new people can join to the hobby. But most important of Yota is that we want to connect young radio amateurs and organize events for them. So for tonight is the first session of this series, which we are going to try to do about once a month. We have the following agenda in place. So first of all, why do we do this? Why do we do Yota Online? We talk about the event circumstances, but also about who we are. About the youth contesting program, which is very interesting to join. A bit more about that and some questions and answers. We also have some follower questions. There will be a prize draw, so stay till the end. Then you even make a chance to win a nice prize. And in the end, we have a short closing.
So, my name is Philip, Delta Kilo 6 Sierra Papa, and we are going to talk about why Yota Online. I will give you some background to all of this first. So we have two main factors for Yota Online, which is the first one due to the current COVID-19 pandemic. We had to cancel a lot of our 2020 planned events, so we're going to try to get as much content from those events online as possible. So we will also include some other interesting topics to say like this, and you will see during this format what we're talking about today. Then the second point is that not all of the youngsters worldwide are able to join our activities throughout the year, because it's a limited amount of people only who can take part in the events. So we wanted to create a platform where we present about our projects on a regular basis, monthly basis, to bring those two the youngsters together and enjoy the Yota feeling all together. The next slide here concerns the event circumstances. Why are we doing this? So this will be the first of our upcoming planned monthly meetings on this platform here, streaming to everywhere. Everybody can join. Everybody is invited to join and enjoy the events made possible by the Yota group. Every meeting we will talk about a specific topic. We'll do a question and answer Q&A session afterwards. We will answer your questions we received on Yota pages, as well as having a prize drawing each time. You will see later. If you are participating each time, there will be also a big prize available at a certain time we will announce soon. And this is not a little prize, it's a bigger one. Today the meeting will be lasting around about 1 to 1.5 hours, which will also the time frame for every upcoming session. So for now, let's see how that works out. We will see if the streams are working. So we are streaming live on YouTube, we are streaming live on Instagram, we are streaming live on Facebook, and hopefully also via the QO100 geostationary satellite as hail up there in the sky. So I will hand over to Lisa again, and then we will see you later.
Yes, thank you, Philip, for handing over the screen. So I'm happy to introduce you to the team behind this, behind the Yota online sessions. I'm very happy that we are all doing this together. We spent some evenings before this time session, so we also would like to get also input from you. So please use social media if you have any ideas or also have topics which you would like to share. So this is who we are. We are also part of the youth working group of the IARU Region 1. I can imagine if you're wondering what is IARU, it's the International Amateur Radio Union. More than 160 member societies are connected to this. So there's a big chance that there is also a society in your country which is a member of the IARU. If you're not sure and you want to know more, feel free to reach out to one of us. We can help you with finding your member society. The group of today's session is an international group. You see here the pictures together with our Hamradio call signs. The group is coming from Germany, Czech Republic, Finland, Austria, and the Netherlands. So we have a big group, and I forget one country, of course, Belgium. So we have a big international group for tonight's session. And then I'm also handing over the screen.
So, 1 second. So, now it's time for the prize draw. And how it works is we have some Yota mugs and a Yota hoodie, which you can see in the pictures there, which we're going to give away to you. And how you participate is really simple. We have a Google form, which you can fill out. It's just your name or your call sign and your email address so we can contact you. You can use the QR code over there, and the link will also be in the chats wherever you are streaming from. And then at the end of this session, we will select the winner of today's session. And you can see what you want. And I hand over.
So once more back to me. So we are going to talk about the Youth Contest Program today. The Youth Contest Program is one of the many programs we want to hand out to the youngsters worldwide, or here. But at first, before we want to start with the big topic for today, if you have any questions regarding this topic, always feel free to comment under our streams, and our IT team is keeping track of those questions, and at the end we will have a short Q&A session. So we will try to answer your questions while we're doing this Yota online today. So we hand over to the next slide if it wants to. So at first, I want to talk about what is the YCP. So the YCP, this is youth members from the IARU, from the International Amateur Radio Union member societies, who are invited to take part in a contest from some of the so-called Top Gun stations around the world. These young hams will learn how to operate the contest station, improve their contest skills, and of course will aim for the best results together as a team. A youngster will probably be coming for the first time to the host country, so it will get he or she will get the chance to experience this country, as well as share amateur radio knowledge with local youngsters. So this shortly, what is the YCP, the Youth Contest Program? We'll hand over to the key data. The key data is as follows. So who is liable to join the program? Young people aged under 26 years old. So defined as youngsters. Then we have 1 or 2 participants per International Amateur Radio Union member society. So at least you have to be a member of any society which is a member. Then we accept any level, and this is a really important thing, any level of contest experience. So if you're really a newbie and operating for the first time in a contest, no worries, you will get there and get a lot of knowledge. But at least a participant should have at least a basic knowledge about contesting, so 599001 or something should be in your head, and you should be able to use a transceiver. The whole group will consist out of plus minus 6 international youngsters as well as plus minus 6 domestic youngsters who will take part per contest. Okay, this also depends, of course, on the station size, on the dormitory size that's there, and will be different each time. But these are numbers which could be taken place. And of course, also participants are asked to fund their own travel costs. But the good thing about the youngsters youth contest program is all other costs which are coming up will be covered by the International Amateur Radio Union. So you just have to get into a train, into a plane, or even drive there by yourself to the contest station, and then no worries about everything else. Just go there. You will be having food, drinks, you will be having the station available and the dormitory where you can sleep. But we will hear a lot more about this in a second. I will go over to the stations which participated in the program already. So you have a little impression about the sizes of the stations. So, for example, Lima X-Ray 7 India from Luxembourg, Echo Sierra 9 Charlie in Estonia, 9 Alpha 1 Alpha in Croatia, Echo Charlie 2 Delta X-Ray in Spain, Oscar Zulu 5 Echo in Denmark, 4 Oscar 3 Alpha in Montenegro, Lima Zulu 9 Whiskey in Bulgaria, Delta Mike 9 Echo Echo Station in Germany, and of course, where it all started, Sugar Kilo 3 Whiskey in Sweden. So probably you know some of these stations and what cracking signals they get out on the bands. So you know about the station sizes, and this is something they open their doors for you and for the youngsters and let them operate there to gain a lot of knowledge. And this is a really unique thing you can experience as a youngster within the Yota program. But unfortunately, of course, as you all know from our social media posts, we had to cancel already the 9 Alpha 1 Alpha and the Echo Charlie 2 Delta X-Ray, so Croatia and Spain YCP for 2020 already because of the corona pandemic. But Lima X-Ray 7 India and Luxembourg took part already in the ARRL SSB contest at the beginning of the year. And for now, we will hear a little statement from 2 of the participants. But I will hand over to there and hand over to the YL you see on the left side, Claudia, DC2 Charlie Lima. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so hi everyone. I'm Claudia, Delta Charlie 2 Charlie Lima, and I participated twice at the YCP program. And yeah, I would like to tell you a little bit about my experiences. And while that also I will talk about a general YCP, how everything works, and yeah, how it looks like, the time schedule, for example, etc. So my first YCP was at the DX Hotel at the station from Karsten, Delta Mike 9 Echo Echo, and I was there for the CQ Worldwide SSB in 2018. And it's a really nice station with a really nice host family. And I'm also really sure that you won't find another station with such a great service, because I mean it's a hotel, so you will really experience a really great service. I'm sure you won't find it somewhere else. So I can really highly recommend that. And my second station was Lima X-Ray 7 India. I've been on the YCP there for the ARRL DX SSB in 2019. And that was the station from Felipe, Lima X-Ray 2 Alpha. And before I'm actually going to continue and talk about my experiences, I want to share also the experiences from Tom Fox for Hotel Whiskey Sierra. He shared a video with us.
Hi everybody, I'm Tom, a 4HWS from France, and I am 20 years old. So we are here to talk about the Lima X-Ray 7 India YCP, especially mine in 2019 and 2020. So both were very good. Last year it was my first one with Claudia, Marcus, Tommy and Louis from LX2A station in Luxembourg. We were fighting against big guns from Eastern Europe, as well as E7DX or LZ5 radio, and from Spain, Eco Delta 1 radio as well. And we managed to put the station at rank top 3, so what a good one. Despite bad conditions, pilots were very, very good. I worked on 160, so it was the first time working on 160, working stateside on 160, working as M2, working as a serious entry into the ARRL contest, so that's first time as well as a first experience, radio experience outside my country, so that's the first time last year, and finally a great experience from this station and a station to see in Europe. The second one was this year, and it was a bit different because we were only two to apply, so Simon and me, and we decided to split operations. Simon will take single up low power operation and on 20 meters, and I will take on 40 meters high power. And it was very, very good, tremendous experience on 40 meters, a very good fight against Canada Radio 6 Tango and India 4 VEQ, as well as Eastern 1, YT0A or YT5A. Big fight, and finally, perhaps I managed to put the LX1 at the top 2. Canada Radio 6 Tango is in front of me, but great fight and tremendous conditions on 40 meters. Great to work stateside as easy as with the 3-element Yagi. So a great experience in 2020. Off the air, when you turn down the radio and have a nap or have a break, there is a lot of things to see and to do at the station, as well as speaking and discussing with the club members, the owner, and the team members. Finally, with Simon this year and with the 4 other last year, there is a lot of great discussion about our contesting experience, our dream station, and what to do and what strategy, and talking about a lot of things. Hamradio in our country, what about youth in our country, and how to be more involved. I discovered a bit more on Yota because it was my very first experience with other youngsters from the group. So very nice one that gave me lots of new ideas and lots of motivation to take part to other projects. So a great experience from LX both year. As I said, I was talking with LX2A, there is a lot of new project and evolution, so nice to follow the station and to see the evolution, as well as talking with experienced guy who already mounts stacks and beam on 80 meters to talk about all that stuff and the new features, stacking, switching, amps, new radio, remote, lots of things to talk technical outside of the contesting experience. So the experience is always a big package of new things and the fun things to do when you are not on the air. So that's all I have to say about my experience in 2019 and then this year in Lima X-Ray 7 Italy. What I can say is that I invite everybody to join and to apply to the YCP, even if you're new, even if you don't know everything, you can apply and discover something new and something good. That's a great experience. All the package is great, and even if you are a contester and you are looking for a station, that's the opportunity to access to 9A or ILX station that you could not reach by your own. So that's just great opportunities to have and to take, and then to enjoy the contest from there. That's just great. So enjoy it. Thanks to Phil, thanks to the IARU, and oh no, I think that I spoke too much. So thanks everybody, and stay safe. Bye, back to Phil. This is F4HWS Clear.
And I will directly forward it again to Claudia.
Yeah, so I hope you already enjoyed the talk from Tom and learn about his.
Hi everybody, I'm Tom, F4HWS from France.
Okay, so we can go to the next slide. So yeah, of course, first of all, before you can actually start with the YCP, you have to get to the station. So you have to get there on your own. So this is up to you. So you can decide how you want to get there. For example, I took the car when I went to Luxembourg, and I took the train when I went to the station from Karsten at the X Hotel. And yeah, so as Philip mentioned actually before, you have to pay the traveling costs on your own. But the cool thing is that the rest of the YCP is actually covered by IARU funds. So they're sponsoring it, and I think that's also really great. And yeah, so once you got your participation confirmation, you will get the context of the host. So you can arrange with him what time you will be there, and you can also arrange a pickup at the train station or at the airport, which is close. And you will also get the context of other participants. So that you can maybe also arrange something on sharing the car together, or book the same flight, or maybe also just take the same train or something. And yeah, so once you're at the station, you meet the host and the other participants. And yeah, so the host normally actually is the station owner itself. So he's an experienced ham. He often has guests at his station. And so this means that he knows a lot of other amateur radio operators from all around the world. He has many contacts, and yeah, he has had a lot of guys from all over the world at his station. But it's actually for the station owners is often also quite rarely that they have youngsters. So they're really excited to meet new young people and to get to know their experience and also their ideas and see how they operate. And they also really also enjoy to give their knowledge to youngsters, or also see what kind of knowledge and ideas the youngsters have. And yeah, of course, the owner will also give you an overview of the station. So of course of the whole station itself, on the antennas and the radio, and how everything is connected together. And you can also make the first QSOs at the station. So normally you arrive on Fridays. So you have Fridays afternoon, evening, depending on what time you're arriving at the station. You have time to do some contacts on air. So yeah, if you have a SEP license, you can then also make a few QSOs with your call sign using the prefix of the country where you are. And yeah, here in the picture, actually, you can see me, for example, at the station at the X Hotel. And yeah, but also, of course, on Friday evening, it's enough time to have dinner together. So you can see all of us at the DX Hotel having dinner together. And yeah, you sit there together as a group, and this is also a great moment where you can already develop some team spirit, which I think is super important for a contest and for the radio itself. And yeah, so as I said, normally you arrive on Fridays. If you have a 48-hour contest, this means that the contest already starts on Saturday in really early in the night. Actually, if you have a 24-hour contest, you will have some more time, because it will start yeah, on Saturday midday probably. Yeah, so if you're there for a 48-hour contest, so both of mine, my YCPs have been 48-hour contests. This means that also on Friday evening you already prepare for the contest. So this means you check the rules, and if you have any questions, don't worry. You can ask them to the host or to the other participants. That's no problem. So we'll check the rules, and you can make a preliminary plan on how to behave, or like on what time you should be on air, on what band, beaming on what into which direction. So you can already make this plan that to make sure that you don't miss many band openings, for example. And you can also make a preliminary shift plan, so that everyone knows, okay, around what time he will be QRV, and also what time he can maybe sleep, or he has to stand up, for example. And yeah, also remember that there's the host, so he can give you some advice, and also talk with him about the strategy, because he also has a lot of knowledge, and he of course also knows the station, and yeah, experience also the location of the station itself, because this also depends on if you're north, east, south, or west. And yeah, so then that's it actually. So you're already prepared. You also really don't have to be afraid if you don't have too many experience or something, because you will just learn this during during the contest. So yeah, here are actually also 2 photos from the station from Luxembourg. And yeah, then the contest itself, I mean, it's basically just like a normal contest. You will be on the stations. So normally there are 2 persons POV at the same time. This depends on the station, of course, and also on the category class. So in both of my cases from my YCPs, it was like that we had 2 stations. So there were always normally two persons on air during the night, maybe sometimes just 1 station. And you will get food. So, but remember that you will eat in shifts. So you have group 1, which will have food, and then while that group 2 will be on air to, of course, still keep the contest ongoing. And afterwards, you will just exchange each other, and the ones who already had food can continue at the station. This is also quite funny, I think, so I actually also really like this. And yeah, remember that you made the shift plan, but of course it's also more or less a plan, so you can of course also handle it flexible. And I think that's also really nice, because then you can make sure that from time to time you will be on air with another person. I think this is really nice to share and exchange your knowledge, to see how one another is doing, and also check their operating styles. So you can maybe also learn on, okay, what can I maybe do better, or can also see what others are doing, and you can also develop your own operating style through that. And you can of course help each other out with taking care of multis, for example, or you can maybe also help each other with logging or with listening. And of course, there are not always just the persons who are on air, but also, as you can see here, the host is sometimes joining, or just another youngster also joining and listening, and helping out each other. And yeah, remember that there's also the host. So he will be there from time to time. He will give you some guidance. He will help you a little bit. And of course, if there is something with the station, he will also be there, and he will help you. He will help you with that. But I think the cool thing about this actually is that you also really have enough time to just try out yourself. So where you can also decide, oh, shall I go on this band, or shall I stay on this band? So you can really try out yourself. You're not in a contest with a lot of others, and normally it's like the big gun stations really also try to win. Of course, I mean the YCP is doing that as well, but you can really just check out on your own what to do maybe, and if you probably don't follow the best strategy, it's no problem, because the YCP actually is there for learning, and I think this is really cool, because you can learn by doing it yourself, and I think this is like the best way actually also to learn contesting. And but remember that besides the contests, you also meet a lot of other youngsters. So you can talk with them also about their fascination for Hamradio. You can ask them how they actually came to the hobby. This is actually what I think is also often really interesting. And you also have a really intercultural exchange, because the participants often come from different countries. And I think this is also pretty cool, because this actually also is really a big part of our hobby. And but besides the other youngsters, you can also meet the local hams, which are coming over time by time, and see what the youngsters are doing at the station. And you can exchange with them. You can get to know their experience. You can also learn about the culture of the host station. So of course, I mean, like one YCP was in Germany, so that's of course like the same culture, but then still you get to know a lot of people in Luxembourg, for example, from my other YCPs, and you can of course, also ask them for places to visit. If you maybe have time to stay a little bit longer, they can tell you on what to check out and what's maybe interesting to visit. And but you also meet actually the local hams or the local youngsters maybe. So here on one picture you can see me and Liz. She's like a young girl from Luxembourg and she's also often at the station there. And I think it's also really nice for the local hams, for the local youngsters actually, to also meet other youngsters and to see that there are also all around the world other young amateur radio operators. And I think this also really helps them to also get more fascinated by the hobby. And of course, afterwards you can also celebrate your results together, depending on when you will depart. So if it's 24-hour contest, sometimes there might be participants already leaving on Sunday. But for the 48-hour contest, of course, you will stay until Monday. And so for example, I left Luxembourg on Monday. I didn't have that much time because I had to get home. But I still had enough time to check out the city, Luxembourg City, which actually is a really nice city. And as I said before, you can, for example, also ask the local hams coming by on some places to visit. So this is really nice. I really just had a short walk through Luxembourg City, but I can also really recommend you to maybe, if you plan to do a YCP, maybe just stay 1 or 2 days longer, just book a hostel or something. And then, also check out the other country. This also might be really interesting. And it's also, I think, a really nice opportunity. And of course, this is also really another thing I enjoy about Yota in general, is that you can really make new friends. And here on the other picture, you can see me with Gustav from Sweden and Jonathan, also from Germany. And we've all been together basically at the same town. That was in the beginning of this year, so this year in January. So it was nearly 1.5 years after our YCP. And we've been around the same city because one of us was working there, the other one was just like there for a visit, and the other one was an exchange student there. So that was really cool actually to also meet the people afterwards. So it's really not just a weekend you spend with some random youngsters. You really get to know them, and you make friendships all around the world, depending on who will participate, of course. But I think this is also really a nice thing about Yota in general. But I think also the YCP is a nice opportunity, for example, especially for the ones who are working in a company, for example. So students or pupils are maybe a little bit more flexible, but for the ones who have to go to work during the week, I think the YCP actually is also a really good opportunity because it's mainly on the weekend. And I think this is also nice because it's a little bit shorter compared to some other Yota activities. So I think that for everyone, it's also possible to fit their time schedule such that they're able to attend a YCP. So I can already tell you we will have a Q&A now. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. And before we answer the questions or look at the questions, I will also shortly mention on how to participate because it's actually really easy. So just check out the website or the social medias, and then you will see on the YCPs, you can see the offers, what time, which contest at which station. And the only thing you have to do then is to check your own calendar to see what will work for you. And then you just have to register online. So you can you can go to ham-yota.com and fill out the form. And that's it. After the application deadline, you will get a email if we can confirm you as a participant. Of course, this depends on how many people register, etc. Of course, you first have to get the confirmation email, but that's actually it. So it's really not hard to register, and I think it's really nice because it's just on a weekend. It doesn't take so long, and you can also check out the different stations. You will then maybe also find one which is not too far away from your hometown, maybe. Or if you're interested, you can of course choose a station which is quite far away, to learn more about the culture, for example. So yeah, I hope I've showed you a little bit more about the YCP, and you maybe learned a little bit more about this program. And we are going to the Q&A. So feel free to ask questions, any open questions or something. And so let's see if we're going to get some interesting questions or something. And also Philip will be here to help us answering some of the questions if maybe I can't answer them.
Okay, so here you see another slide. Text us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube at Yota for the next few minutes. I already received one of the first questions here, which was sent to me. So Claudia, is it possible to also take a friend from my local club to a youth contest program event?
Okay, so I would say in general it's possible. So you have to check the key data again of the YCP. So the thing is, he has to be under the age of 26. That's point one, and the other point is it's your friend also have to be in the member society of the IARU. But if both of these facts are given, then I would say it's possible. So maybe you can specify in your application that you would like to go there together. But it of course also depends on how many people register. So if there are a lot of people, then of course it might be hard to get that to coordinate this all together. But if there are places available, and of course it's no problem if you want to take a friend or if you want to go there together.
Okay, thank you for this one. So let me see. Okay, there is another question here. When will the YCP events be announced, Claudia? Do you know anything about this?
Yeah, so I think there's like not a direct time when they will be announced. So I think it's often at the end of the year for the next year, and for the next, I think it's all often like for the next 6 months, the YCPs are announced. So I think it's normally in the end of the year, the YCPs from January to June or July will be announced, and then in the middle of the year, the YCPs for the rest of the years are announced. But I would just recommend you to just check out the social media posts, because I think you will also already get a reminder if a YCP is closed. So I would just recommend check out the social media accounts to be aware of the announcements.
Okay, super cool. I got another one here. So Claudia, how many YCP events are planned throughout the year? You kind of like answered this already. So 3 per half a year. So we have 6 in a year altogether, if I understood you correctly. And they are all announced 1 or 2 months prior to the event, right?
Yeah, as far as I got this. But as I just said before, just check out the social media channels or the webpage. I think that's the easiest one.
Okay, super. I got another one here. Until when do I need to apply to be part of a YCP event?
Okay, so there's an application deadline, so make sure to apply before it. The best
this
thing
will be coming with the post, right?
Again.
This will be coming with the announcement, right?
Yes. So in the announcement, it normally says, okay, register until this date. So basically, just register as soon as possible, because I'm actually also a person who then like forgets to register or something. So just make sure to just register directly. And but I think actually if you realize it too late, so I can just give you the hint, just register again. I think actually once I also missed the deadline, I'm not sure. But just apply, because even the deadline is over. Of course, you don't really have like huge chances or something, but if there's still a spot available, or if there is someone who can't join or something, then it's maybe possible to still get in there shortly or something. So it might not be easy, but maybe just register and then see what happens.
Okay, super. I got 2 more questions here.
Okay.
How many times can I myself participate in a various YCP event, or different YCPs overall?
Okay, so I think there's basically no limit. I mean, I've also been twice at the YCP. So in the beginning, I thought it's just possible once. But it's just, you will, of course, the YCP wants to have as many youngsters as possible. So, of course, the ones who have never attended a YCP will be prior. But still, if there are some places available, you can still join. So don't take care too much of limitations or something. Just register, and it's definitely possible to take to be part more than one time.
Okay, so I got one more. If nobody wants to ask anything else, again, the reminder, write your questions underneath the Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube streams. We are monitoring them. So get your questions underneath there. So Claudia, this time a personal question to you.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite thing about the YCPs you personally attended?
Oh, okay. I think that's hard.
Or give us some more.
Yeah. So I think it's maybe to experience the contest. Okay, I think there are 2. So I think one is to experience the contest itself at a big station. So at home, I just have like a transceiver and just like, let's say a wire in the garden as an antenna. So I like to take part in contests, but at home, it's normally just like some hours just for fun. And I really enjoy actually to be at the station and really participate into the contest, not just with some few contests, but really like actually be part of the contest from the very beginning to the very end. And also to be there together as a team, and especially about the team, I actually really love to have other youngsters, and also to make new friendships. That's actually also one thing I really enjoyed.
Okay, and I got one other one which I would like to answer. So we got a question: why only youngsters who are member of a society within the IARU can attend in such a YCP event? So basically, the issue is that the complete youth contest program is funded by the International Amateur Radio Union. So this is basically the main point why we can only accept members within a society who is member of the IARU. So this on this point here. I asked to our IT guys, did you get any more questions for us? If there's nothing coming in, I don't think so. So we are through our main topic for today. Thanks for sharing your experience with us, Claudia. It was tremendous listening to you and all your experiences.
Yeah,
thanks for sharing it.
Yeah, there's just one more thing I also want to point out. So I'm also not really big experienced contesters, so I can also really just recommend the ones who are. Of course, you have to know a little bit about about how to use a transceiver and maybe a little bit on how a contest works, but you really don't have to be a really advanced contester or something. So as long as you have some basic knowledge, it's totally fine to go to the YCP. So yeah, I hope to get to see a lot of other participants.
Okay, super. Thank you for your time tonight, Claudia. And I will hand over the microphone and the screen to the Czech Republic. Go ahead, Martina.
Okay, so hi, my name is Martina, Oscar Kilowatt 2, Yankee Lima, Quebec, and just super shortly about the follower questions. On Monday, we gave you, our followers, a chance to give us questions regarding Yota. So just let's move to our first question. Lisa?
Yeah, so indeed, like Martina already shared, we got many questions. And one of the questions was, where did this all start? Where did start Youngsters on the Air, and when and where was the first Yota summer camp? So Youngsters on the Air started already in 2011. That's already more than 9 years ago. The first camp, Yota summer camp, was organized in August 2011 in Romania. Actually, at that moment, Youngsters on the Air was a youth exchange program as part of the European Commission, the Youth in Action program of the European Commission. So at that moment, two topics were very important, and it was that it was going about amateur radio, but also about exchange, cultural exchange of youngsters between different countries. So this is a picture which you see of the first event in Romania. About 35 participants from 9 countries took part. Also good to know is that the founder of Youngsters on the Air, which is also visible in the next picture, is Florin. Yankee, Oscar 9, Charlie, November uniform. Martina, can you go to the next slide?
Yeah.
Then we can, here he is. Here on the left side is Florin. He is the founder of the Youngsters on the Air, and he is also organized the first event in Romania. Let's go to the next one. Thank you very much. Here you see some more group pictures of the young people taking part. Good to mention is that from this group, there are many youngsters who now turned to become youth coordinators, or they are active organizing other youth events, or they are still part of the group behind many events, or on social media, or they are active contesters, which is really great that happened. And here are some more pictures. The first cake with the first logo of Youngsters on the Air on the left.
Okay, nice. So the second question was, what should I do if I want to participate Yota summer camp? The easiest thing you can do is to contact your associate's youth coordinator, or if you don't have, or if your country doesn't have one, you can just contact your associate and they will give you the info that you need. Also, good point is that you can find a list of the youth coordinator at the IARU website. So just go there and try to find yours. Otava?
Okay, time for the third question of the day. How old do you have to be to take part in youth activities, including Yota events? In general, there are no age limits, but we want to encourage all the youngsters among the amateur radio to take part in our activities. However, on camps we have age restrictions. On summer camps and sub-regional camps, the minimum age is 15 years with an accompanying adult over 18 years who is assigned by signature of the child's parent, but exceptions are also made. Upper age limit to participate in Yota camps is 25 years, but team leaders can also be older than this.
Okay, another question. Lisa?
Oh, sorry. So where can I find all the young hams? How many participants have there been in Yota events in Romania? So this actually is not an easy question. We had to do some mathematics and spend some hours on gathering all the data of this. The question may be interesting is coming from Chris, Echo Sierra 7 Golf Mike, one of the participants from the beginning. But we found the answer. Let's start with the first one. So we also have the number of how many participants, unique participants, I have to say. So there are more in total, took part in youth contesting program. And this is only the number of young participants. This is 55 since 2014. But the most interesting number is how many youngsters took part in the Yota summer camps. And this is a unique number. So the total number is bigger. And this is without organization, so only the young participants. And this number is 512. So about 500 young people took so far part in the Yota summer camps, unique ones. And this is not including the sub-regional camps in December Yota month. Maybe to give some other numbers. Last Yota December month, they were made more than 130,000 QSOs. And those QSOs, they were mostly made by young people under the age of 26 years. And this is, I think it's a really big number.
Yeah. So?
Okay. Is there a Yota DMR group? Yes, there actually is. DMR Talking Group number 918. I repeat, DMR Talking Group number 918 in the Brandmeister network. If you're having any problems with connecting to the Talking Group, please contact us via social medias.
What can I learn from a Yota camp? The Yota camp lasts 7 days, so it's absolutely impossible that you won't learn anything. We will give you new technical skills. For example, we'll talk about the newest technologies. You will do a bit of soldering. You will learn how the antenna works. At the last Yota camp 2019 in Bulgaria, we also had an opportunity to gain more information about RDF, or fox hunting, and the high-speed technology, which was really cool. Also, for some of you, it will be the first time you will learn, you will get opportunity to operate a big station, which is pretty cool. And the biggest profit is that you will learn from experts. So believe me, at least even if you won't learn anything, you will get lots of new friends all over the world. So you will learn about a new culture, and maybe also your English will get better. So yeah, thanks. I'm giving my word to Monty again.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for all the interesting answers. Now it's time for the prize draw of this evening. So we have 4 prizes to give away, and a lot of people put their call signs in the Google form, which is really great to see. And we randomly chose the people who won. So let's see who won. First of all, we have 1 Yota mug going to Zulu Sierra 6 Echo Delta Papa. The second Yota mug is going to Fox 4 Golf Victor Papa. The third Yota mug is going to Echo Alpha 3 India Delta November. And last of all, the big prize, the Yota hoodie from our web store, going to Oscar Hotel 6 Mike Echo. Yeah, and we will contact all of you via email. We will send you an email, and then we can talk about where we send it and all the details. So you'll get an email very soon, and then within a week or 2, you should have your prize. So yeah, thanks for participating.
So Lisa.
Yes. Let me share my screen.
I already have for you.
Yeah, here it is. So, we are coming to the end of the first Yota online session. And before making this to an end, I want to give some interesting information. We have tracked during the session where the listeners are coming from. And we've seen that people are joining from North America, South America, Asia, Europe, and Africa. The only continent we didn't see showing up yet is Oceania, so maybe we didn't see it and you're still there. But also very interesting is that we're being live translated in Japan. And also keeping in mind that there's a big time difference. It's now 4 a.m. In Japan, and I can imagine it's quite hard to do a live translation of this without knowing what we are exactly going to tell. So thank you for that. So anyway, for everyone, thank you for joining this session. We hope you have enjoyed it. We also would like to receive feedback. If you have input or any ideas or topics for next sessions, please share this with us. Also, if you would like to present something, it's also possible for you to take the floor. Are you a youth coordinator or are you organizing youth sessions or youth events? I would like to ask you to send a topic which you would like to share in one of the next sessions coming up. Also, if you're a young person and you would like to share something, please feel free to do so. So for tonight, I would say thank you, and I hope to see you all again.
So we got one more slide for you tonight. I hope you are seeing it. No, not yet. Now you're seeing it. So first of all, thank you all around the world. As we just heard from Lisa, all around the world it was viewed here by you. Thanks for viewing all the first session of the Yota Online tonight. And I really want to thank all who have been involved into the hard work the last few weeks. You all did a tremendous job on here. All I have to say now is let's stay all in touch. If you have any questions regarding our main topic today or any other topic regarding Yota, just feel free to send us a direct message on these social media channels here: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. We are even now on TikTok, and of course also on Instagram at Hamyota Official. Here is also at Hamyota. We would like to invite you to give us a follow. We want to expand our news. Never miss any news on Yota activities anymore. Just follow us, follow these channels here. And thanks again to everybody. Hope to see you again soon at the second session. And now there's just one thing to do: IT, shut down the live stream. Thank you, everybody. 73s, this was Philip, DK6SP, with all the Yota Online team members here in the screen. 73s for now.